The women out is Defy All Reason. How you doing, guys?
I'm good, man. Yeah, awesome.
I'm alright, alright. So you're ready to move to Wales, aren't you?
Yeah, not too far.
Yeah. If I remember rightly, you're North Wales yourselves?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Not from all these guys are Wrexham, so yeah, not a bad journey for us. Makes a change because normally we're like up and down the country, like 3 or 4 hour journey, so it's quite a surprise for us today.
The first time I met you guys was at Metal Gods last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you remember. I think you still use my profile pictures as your profile.
There was
that was a
good
pretty
ones.
good event, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Are we, I don't know if we're allowed to say, but I don't know if we're...
No, we're down on it.
Is that what I was doing again this year, isn't it?
We're doing it again this year, right?
Yeah. It was a good festival.
But I think he's just doing it on the Saturday this year, I think, isn't he?
Oh,
Because
right.
the Sunday was a bit of a flop in comparison, apparently. So,
Oh, right, okay.
because we did the Sunday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which
No, it was alright actually.
was alright, yeah. Nice stage.
But it got you out there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly, and the kind of bands that were playing.
And you got to meet me.
Oh, there you go, see?
Win-win.
As well.
But when I spoke to you back then, when was that? That was May last year, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you was on the verge of releasing a new album.
EP it was.
EP.
Yeah, it was the debut EP.
And how have you got on with that?
Good.
Have you released it yet?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
officially released
We
it?
released it about 6 weeks after Metal Gods, or
Yeah.
4 weeks after, something like that. So, yeah, it was good. I had a lot of good reviews from them.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
mostly positives, yeah.
Yeah,
And even the negatives, in all fairness, it's quite
It's
constructive.
constructive,
So
yeah.
it's,
So,
but on the whole, very, very positive, yeah.
yeah.
And what have you been up to since then?
Gigging, mainly gigging.
Where?
Everywhere, London,
Bit of
Truck
Scotland.
Diablo.
Where did you play in London?
What was the place called? Nambucca. Was it
Nambucca, that's it.
Nambucca, yeah.
Big event?
It was Truck Diablo. We thought it would be good. It turned out there wasn't actually many people there.
Yeah, because I don't know if you remember the weather, there was like that supposed hurricane.
Yeah.
Time of year
Okay.
was that?
What time of year was that then? Was it
October when it was after.
And I think it was one of them. A lot of people bought tickets because it was only like a fiver. I think most people thought, oh, the weather's bad, I'll just stay in. So I think it was one of them.
Yeah.
Bit of a shame because Trucker, obviously they were on their tour at the time. Unfortunately, you know, they've split up now. It's, they were on a really big tour at the time, and we caught them towards the end, I think it was.
They're really good.
The night before, they put up a picture of them in Sheffield, and the place was rammed wall to wall. And we were thinking, great, down in London, fantastic, get a load of people in. And it was just one of those things, just luck went against us. And
Did you take anything positive from that gig?
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean,
Played with a big gig.
Yeah, finally got into
Truck
London
Diablo.
and played with a band that's up to the next level sort of thing. So
and of course,
it was
we met some
good.
promoters down there as well who were really good. So
Yeah.
again, it's just opening up your contacts again, isn't it? So it's definitely not a negative experience. I mean, that side of it wasn't great, but
Yeah.
you're always going to get gigs like that anyway. It's part of the business, isn't it? You know, you find out when you're on the road, you get ones that are.
But
really
it only
well
takes
attended.
one or two to say, do you know what, I really like Defy All Reason. And then
Yeah.
they'll
Exactly.
tell their mates. And
The funny thing is,
they'll
the smallest
post stuff.
gigs that we've played where we've gone, oh, this is crap. Played it.
You must have
Like
used to it by now. no
all
offense.
5, yeah, all 5 people have bought a CD. You're gone. That's more than we sold when we played 100 people last week.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
What's going on,
It
like?
swings and roundabouts, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
it
is.
is. It's always weird.
You still enjoying it, lads?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
loving it.
loving it.
Yeah.
What you got coming up that you're thinking, do you know what? Well, obviously this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Christ,
this is the big one.
Hammerfest 6, Book of the Dead.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
What time are you playing?
22/7.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a bad time. People should have already arrived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully. So, 'cause I think first band's on about 5 or something like that, and then 2 bands on before us, and then us. Yeah, should
And
be good.
how is your set going to vary from Metal Gods to tonight?
Hopefully, it's
Obviously,
lighter.
new stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. We've got a couple of new songs thrown in. A bit of a different direction, slightly different direction for us.
Yeah, slightly heavier.
Slightly heavier.
We've made sure of that though, with it being Hammerfest,
Yeah,
haven't we?
in fairness, yeah.
We had a few heavier songs on the back burner, so we thought, right, we'll make sure that these are ready for Hammerfest. So, because we didn't want to come here and play a
Is that stuff
ballad
that's
like
already
stuff.
been released?
No,
It's
This
not
is
brand
really
new.
on the
All
album.
brand new.
Brand new. First time we played
Yeah.
it. So
And what will these tracks be going towards? A new another EP? A new
we're
album?
hoping the album, which
Yeah,
is
debut
being
album.
worked on at the moment.
Yeah, we started laying some drums down, so it's just going from there really, just taking our time with it.
And when are you going to predict?
In June, yeah.
That's pretty close.
It is, yeah. Don't say that.
Very on.
Got a lot of work to do, yeah. If this one gets his ass into gear, we'll have it done for June.
So
Sorry,
basically, we've
say
got
who you are again. You're
I'm Lee, Skeggsy, they all call me. I'm the bass player.
bass player.
Todd, the drummer that hits things.
Darren, the guitarist.
And we're missing one man.
We're missing Gav,
The man himself.
the guitarist and
Gavster.
frontman, so
Father.
he's on his way, hopefully.
Well,
yeah.
let's hope he's here in time for this set, yeah?
Yeah, he left at 3 o'clock, so we should be here in a bit. I don't think he'll be far out now.
And do you think you'll be sticking around all weekend?
We're staying for the one night because I think the plan originally was we were going to But obviously with Gavster, he won't be around long. He'll be going back to his wife because she's due to give birth any minute now. So he'll be going, and then we'll stay tonight and wreck the joint party. I reckon that's my plan. So yeah.
So who else are you looking forward to seeing tonight then?
I was really looking forward to seeing Monster Truck. I found out later they were playing on the Saturday. Is it now? I think it is.
Sunday.
I haven't seen
Or
the
the
schedule.
Sunday. So.
Sorry, yeah, it's Saturday's
I think
last day,
like
innit?
Saturday,
Yeah, sorry.
So, because I heard some of their stuff on their debut album, I think it's fantastic. And I was seriously considering coming back down just to listen to them on the Saturday because I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
They're in Nottingham soon as well. They've got Scorpion Child.
Yeah, is it Rock City that
It's Rock
play?
City,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
I'll be
I
down
think
for that.
That'll be awesome because they're heavy, but not like really heavy. If that makes any sense. So they're very similar.
It's
to
similar
us
to you,
in
yes.
that respect, and I think that's why it resonated quite a lot.
And have you noticed there are a lot more bands of your ilk? Your Scorpion Childs, you've got Blues Pills that are maybe a little bit more bluesy. You've got Caravan. Is it the Caravan?
Oh,
They're playing this weekend.
I saw their name. Yeah, I can't remember what they're called now, but I saw the name.
Some
I thought,
trippy Caravan or
I
something.
thought it's ace.
That must be good for you guys. I mean, are you getting a lot more offers to play gigs?
We get offers quite a lot anyway. Though,
Yeah.
To be fair,
I think so, yeah.
we were like quite sceptical at first when we first started going out. We were just getting put on with either metal bands or indie bands, and no one was fitting our bill really. And you know, there's no one that we knew of really at the time out there that are like Blackstone Cherry or Three Doors Down and bands like that, which we kind of look at and write our music in the style. So
Like a few now, which are like kind of a bit different, but still
Yeah.
all of them seem to complement each other. Which is
Yeah.
like really good. Like
yeah, we do have our softer side and stuff, but which for some reason people keep comparing to Bon Jovi. I'm not going to argue,
You were
but
certainly,
it's-
for your style, your pace, your energy, you were certainly one of the bands of the weekend at Metal Gods. You certainly stood out
oh, thank you.
in the
cool.
sense that,
Appreciate that.
you wasn't and everyone was like you know, there was some intelligence behind your music,
Oh,
and I thought
appreciate
it fit really well. I think you should have been playing hard rock. Hell, not Hammerfest, mind.
Well, that's an interesting thing because we went to Glasgow. I'm not saying we didn't have high expectations, but because of the quality of the bands that were there, we were thinking, you know, we're going to play really well, and we're going to enjoy it and have a great time, and we did that. And to actually come second, we were like, God,
They announced all the runners up and the wild card, and we were like,
we made
never mind, lads, we've had a good one.
We made a good go of it.
And then second place with national runners up, like, what? Sorry? We were just like stunned for a second, weren't we?
And,
How did you find that whole process?
I thought it was actually quite interesting because
At what point did you start?
the run up to it happened, God,
The heats, maybe.
must have been early in the year because
Summertime, when Gav started doing all the networking, talking to
yeah,
Fleur
because we had to
and
get people
everyone.
to vote for us to sort of go through the heat
Yeah.
stage. So it was kind of doing
You have to go
gigs,
through the dark circle
impressing
lot.
people, and then they voted for us, which was very kind. And then we managed to get through to the finals, which was like 20 odd bands, was it?
Yeah, which is, the dark circle picked that
I'd
final
say-
20, don't they? So
And that was our biggest gig. And I tell you what, I wasn't bricking it until the point where we were on stage and Johnny came on the microphone and said there's been over 800 bands applying to get here. That's when it hit home, and I was like,
yeah,
oh
and you
my
think,
god.
wow.
yeah,
That's when I really like it. Really hit me then. It was like,
Yeah.
bloody hell.
So that must be a real compliment,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
was.
Yeah.
800 bands you beat.
He reckons
Who did
so.
you, who,
yeah.
who did you hear about, and you know, who do you know about that actually went in for it that you beat to get it? That you thought, you know what?
There
Pick
was-
yourselves up now. Remember, you know.
It's hard to
Blackstone
you beat
Cherry did.
so-and-so. yeah.
yeah.
It's Led Zeppelin.
Guns N' Roses.
You made it, lads.
Yeah.
You made it.
What can I say? It's just old news now, to be honest.
Did you know anyone on the bill or not? Did you know anyone
we
that you beat in
knew
your heats?
it was on the bill. We kind of knew of. I can't think. There was one or two bands. I think Cynicens we'd come across before. I think.
Yeah, I think so. Because
They
they're
were the
playing
ones
tomorrow,
who-
aren't they?
they're playing. They're opening up stage 2 tomorrow.
And
there.
did they win the actual heat? Did
They were runners up. I can't remember what place they got. They were one of the runners up that got put through.
So is it different regions?
It is, yeah. We ended up in Manchester region, didn't we, somehow?
Yeah, but
So,
Cynicens from the Manchester region.
I'm not sure how it works, but I know they basically, because obviously there's so many people from the Dark Circle all
There was
over the UK.
I think all 3 Manchester bands that went through got into the runners-up stages, didn't they?
Yeah.
There was, because out of the regions, there's 3 bands got through, I think, from each region, and the 3 in Manchester, all 3 of us got something out of it at the end of it, so which was good. And apparently, it was the same the year before. It was like strong bands they refer to as from Manchester. So.
Yeah, because a lot of good Northern Irish rock bands. Because Screaming
Yeah.
Eagles from Northern Ireland, and they won it.
Yeah.
And there were loads of them in the final 20. You're thinking, God, Northern Ireland was one of
Saw
the places.
Screaming Eagles at Hard Rock Hell.
Yeah.
Great bunch of guys.
And they're a great band as well. And to be fair to them, they opened up at Glasgow, and it's always hard to be the first band. And they really set the bar. I mean, when they came on, I thought, okay, lads, we got to play well here to get a chance of this one. So, but yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think gave you the edge?
I think we threw in a really, because the stipulation was you got 20 minutes, so 4 songs ish, and you got to do a cover and do it in your own style. And I think that's fair play to Daz, because he came up with a brilliant idea. Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi. You look at that, you're thinking, what? How's that going to work? But
got it in like a Blackstone Cherry, Blame It on the Boom Boom
really
sort
kind
of
groovy type drop
southern
D
rock
version.
thing going on there.
And,
So
Which is pretty popular at the minute, isn't it?
So,
exactly,
yeah,
and I think
which,
that was one of the things that because a few other people, they
some
picked
did do a bit of a karaoke cover. I'm not going to name bands,
yeah,
obviously,
because that's a
but
bit unfair. But it did say you have to do it in your own style, and I think that's where we probably did.
yeah, some
stand out.
did just sound like the actual song, or they've just listened to someone else do a cover of that song and copied it. So
I think that was one of the things that
Yeah.
people were a bit surprised. We never one section singing along every word. It
I
was
think we
brilliant.
had
They're like, oh, great.
we had a lot of energy
fantastic.
that night as well, didn't we? Because like, on the first night, hardly any band moved around. We were shocked, to be honest, that like, wow, a lot of bands are just standing there playing, looking at the crowd. So I just said, like, keep all microphones up at the front. I was back and two from microphone to microphone while Gav was doing his frontman stuff.
Oh, he was mentally.
Todd spinning his
every
sticks.
time I turned around, he was there. I was like, oh,
At the end, he
Supposed to be
thought,
over there.
I know, I'll throw me sticks into the crowd. Instead of doing that, he went, fuck off. That's someone right in the head. So I think we
I
lost
think
the
that
point.
lost us a vote.
Do you think there was a lot of energy there? Did you feel pumped?
Yeah, it felt like you were playing the Emmy Arena. It was nuts when it was packed out in there.
It was like it was meant to be then, yeah?
Yeah, it was great. So.
And the amount of people you're going to hopefully get to watch it tonight. Because obviously it's the first night, usually Thursday. Have you ever been to Hammerfest before?
Never been
No,
there.
it's a new one for me, yeah.
Yeah. Usually Thursday night's a bit more of a sombre affair because obviously people are still travelling, people are still working, some people take Friday off. So Thursday, come sort of 8 o'clock, there'll be lots of people there. Start to get the beers going. So, you know, it will be a good atmosphere, and I really hope it will be for you guys as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you'll certainly rock the place. I mean, there was a band playing Hard Rock Hell. Do you know a band called Fire Road?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they were with us actually. Yeah.
Oh, they were with you?
Hard Rock Hell, yeah.
Yeah. And tell they actually came to see us down in Cardiff for Singing King.
Because they're very similar to you guys.
Yeah, again, similar style. And again, they're good lads as well. And they did quite well to get through. Yeah.
But they played right at the end on the Thursday, and they still had a full room.
Oh, brilliant.
So I think you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it should be fun.
The stage is quite low down.
Yeah,
Have you been look around it?
I haven't had a chance yet, no.
It's quite low
Rushing
down. It's
around.
like you ever been to Butlins?
Yeah.
It's like in a room in Butlins, right? But they've decked it out, and the sound system is just phenomenal. It will blow your head off. Honestly, I remember standing. The first time I ever came here was last year. And I stood next to the speaker trying to take a picture. And I heard this, I think it was a kick drum or something. Boom! Where'd that come from? So you're going to have a laugh, you are. Make everyone deaf.
He doesn't need any excuses or like.
So what new tracks have you do tonight? Give some names.
Well, we're doing the usual shake it.
Because obviously people won't know who they are. What
Yeah,
tracks
fair
are they?
play. The first one is called Midnight Train, which I'm going to throw in, which is a drop C. We're going drop C route to new tracks. Right. I've got to be honest, the new one, we kind of haven't settled on the title yet. Because what we did was we...
I think Gav has now.
Has he?
Yeah, I think it's called It Ain't Gonna Stop.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
We kind of took the structure of a song from another one we had, and it wasn't quite working, so we thought, well, what can we do to really, amp it up?
Yeah.
So Daz again had the idea, well, let's try it in drop C, new lyrics, and fair play. It
Different
sounds
chorus
absolutely
patterns,
fantastic.
stuff like that.
It's really a booming track, so hopefully that
Yeah.
goes down really well today. That's what we're hoping for anyway.
Yeah. Any others? New tracks?
Bad Blood's relatively new, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we played that in Glasgow, didn't we?
Yeah,
That was
we did
probably
play
one
that
of-
as well.
In fact, I think that was probably one of the first times we ever played
Yeah,
it.
we
wasn't it?
only been playing it for a couple of weeks before, hadn't we? So yeah, that's relatively new. It's going to be on the album.
And I think there's only actually 2 tracks from our EP tonight as well, so people who've only listened to our EP will be in for a bit of a shock. There's a lot of songs we've never heard before. So.
We might be nice and throw Bon Jovi in as well.
What, your cover?
Yeah, we'll take a risk on it. We actually had people come to us in Glasgow going, I hate Bon Jovi, but I fucking love that.
It's one of those, though. If you've got a good crowd that are having a drink, which you'll get tonight,
Yeah.
I think it would be
It's a
brilliant
sing-along
one,
song,
because
like.
because obviously the problem is there's so many bands here tonight that, this weekend that a lot of people will know about, but there's a lot of people that don't know about. if you drop a cover, it helps for them to connect with you
Yeah.
on a level, because everyone knows Bon Jovi, whether they like it or hate it.
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure if
And
you
you can always
like
sing
it,
along
yeah.
to it, especially when you're
And it helps people, and if you could drop that in earlier in the set, they'll be more susceptible to the rest of the set.
Yeah.
I think so. But other than this weekend, where can people catch you on the road?
Les Fest in Scotland.
Les Fest, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Metal
Fury are
Gods
playing
again.
that as well.
Yeah, Furion, yeah, we played with them before in...
Up in the City Fox, wasn't it?
Yeah, City Fox.
That was cracking.
Fallen Red are playing as well, I think, aren't they?
They are, and
Les
also
Fest.
Screaming Eagles are going to be there as well,
Yeah.
aren't they? I saw that on there.
So there's a
Posted
few bands
today.
we've played with now in the
So that's
past.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, we've actually got quite a few local gigs the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks. It's unbelievable. We're in Wrexham a few times, aren't we? We've actually got an AC/DC tribute band that we're supporting in Central Station. When is it? The 4th of April?
4th of April, yeah.
And that should be a cracking gig because a lot of AC/DC fans hopefully will come on to that. Obviously, we'll be there, so that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
A nice local down the road for you guys. So, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, can just roll through the door like some...
I'm looking forward to your set, guys.
Brilliant.
Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Have a blinder. Thanks
Will
for
do.
talking to
Thanks
me,
very
yeah?
much.
Hey, man, thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
Awesome.
Cheers.